I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a test question on linear systems. We will now understand how to relate distance, speed, and time. The question here is Sam rows 10 kilometer downstream in 2 hours. On the return trip, it takes double the time to travel just 8 kilometers. Determine his average speed and the speed of the current. So let's look into this question. Let's say that is the stream in which Sam is going in a boat, right? So let's say that's the boat. Okay. So when it goes downstream, so at that time, let's consider the left half of this as the downstream. Let's say downstream. Okay. In that case, the speed of the boat and the current both are in the same direction, right? So if we assume that let rowing speed of boat be B and water current or current in stream BC. In that case, when we are considering downstream, let me also make a table here. Tables help us to visualize the question, right? So we say downstream. So in that case, what is the net speed? So we'll say distance, speed, and time. So, well, we can say what is the speed? Speed is in kilometers per hour. Distance will be in kilometers and time will be in hours for us. Okay, so when you go downstream, both the speeds add up. So we have the speed as, let me use a different thing to write these variables, B plus C. So Sam rows 10 kilometers, that's the distance. In 2 hours, that's the time. Do you see that? Now, let's see the next statement, that is on return. That means upstream, right? So upstream, when you go downstream, in that case, the speed is higher since the water current helps to move the boat faster downstream, right? Because water is downwards. Now when you are moving upstream, let's say the second condition is when Sam is going upstream, right? So in that case, the speed will be boat speed minus current as the boat is moving against the current. So it will be slower, right? So upstream it will be B minus C. On the return trip, it takes double the time. So double 2 is 4 hours to travel just 8 kilometers. So distance covered is only 8 kilometers. So you get information in the form of a table, right? Now let me also remind you of relation between distance, speed, and time. Relation, as you know, is, let me make a triangle here. Okay, so distance, speed, and time. So distance is product of speed and time. That is how they are related, right? So if you multiply speed with time, you get distance. So we will use this relation here. So let me call it relation. So relation for us is kind of equation. So we are saying distance is 10 equals to speed into time. That means B plus C times 2. That is the first equation, which you could simplify, divide by 2, so you get 5 equals to B plus C. Is that okay? So we get our first equation. Let me call this as equation number 1. From the second condition, which is upstream, distance is 8 kilometers and it is speed is B minus C times 4, which is the time. So if I divide 8 by 4, I get 2 equals to B minus C, right? So that gives us the second equation. So we have two variables, B and C, and two different equations. You can easily calculate both the variables, correct? So you could adopt any method you like which you've learned substitution or elimination. Which one is good for you? I will prefer elimination method, right? So let's do elimination method to solve further, right? The system of equations. So to eliminate, we can just add these two equations. So if I add equation 1 and 2, what do I get? If I add them, 5 plus 2. So what we are trying to add is, let's do this. So we are actually adding these two equations, right? So we are adding these two equations. 5 plus 2 is 7. Let me write here 7. B plus B is 2B. Okay. And plus C minus C is 0. So we get 2B equals to 7, or 7 divided by 2 equals to B, which indeed is 3.5. So 3.5 is the value of B, right, from this given condition. Now, how do we find C? So we know boat speed is 3.5 kilometers per hour. For finding C, we can use any one of these equations. So we say C is equals to 5 minus B. So from 1, let's rearrange. So what we'll do is rearrange 1. Okay, so if you rearrange 1, you can say C equals to, or you can say 5 minus B equals to C. So you can find C as equals to 5 minus B, which is 3.5. Okay, so 3.5, if you take away from 5, you get 1.5. So the speed of the current is 1.5, and now we can write down our answer. So rowing speed of boat is 3.5 kilometers per hour. Important to include units, right? And current, that is water current, right, or stream current, whatever you want to write, is 1.5 kilometers per hour. So that is how you could solve such questions. So here the idea is, try to visualize the situation with the help of a diagram. You can also tabulate the information given to you and then find the relation. Once you have found the relation between the defined variables, use the techniques learned to solve linear systems and get your answer. Include units in your answer. I hope that helps. I'm Anil Kumar. You can subscribe to my videos and learn a lot. Thank you and all the best.